you can call me Cliff. So, today, I have bear silverfish in one command. So, if you click this machine, or the sign, it'll remove the machine. And if you click this, you get my YouTube channel. And I'm going to... And now you get to see what it does in replay mod montage. So now that you've seen a demonstration of what it's like to fight silverfish, let me show you exactly what they do. So, when spiders spawn on stone, there is a 2/3 chance that it'll instead spawn a silverfish. When you are in survival mode and a silverfish gets within 10 blocks of you, it'll turn the block underneath it into a silverfish block. And if you are in the same block as the silverfish, or it'll turn the block under it into a silverfish block. And if you are in the same block as the silverfish, it'll turn the 3x3 by 3 square cube around you, into silverfish blocks and then proceed to explode. Also, when you kill a silverfish, it always has a 10% chance. I forget what the chances are. It always has a chance of dropping stone, and sometimes has a chance of dropping ores as well. So that includes diamond ore, so you can get infinite diamonds. But they're very rare. So now, let me explain how this works. So, first of all, there are 2 scoreboard objectives: fish chance and fish life. This command constantly adds 1 in all players' fish chance score, and when their fish chance reaches 4, it sets it back to 1. So it cycles between 1 to 3. This adds a score to all spiders that have a fish life score of 0. It adds a fish life score of 1 to them, and this adds a fish life score of 0 to all spiders, which means that when they don't have a score, it sets it to 0. So when a spider first spawns in, its score is set to 0, and then it constantly counts up from there. So now, it executes at a random player, just so that it's multiplayer compatible, to execute at all players with a score of fish chance of at least 2, so not a score of 3, but a score of 1 or 2 is fine, that are within a radius of 0, and only selects one of them, though that's not really important. then it executes a command at any spider that was just spawned, makes sure that there's stone underneath the spider, and then summons a silverfish. And then it does the same thing, except it teleports a spider within a radius of 0 and only one of them to the void. And it does the same thing for cobblestone and stone brick, and for monster eggs it will always summon a silverfish because it executes at all spiders that are just spawned on monster eggs to summon silverfish and then kills those spiders. So there's 100% that a silverfish will spawn if a spider spawns a monster egg. Now, here, it executes at all players in survival mode. All players in survival mode, it executes at all silverfish within a radius of 10 blocks that have stone underneath them to set block a stone monster egg. It does the same thing for cobblestone and cobblestone monster eggs. Oh, and by the way, the stone one works for all types of stone. That includes the granite and stuff. It just does a stone monster egg because there aren't granite monster eggs, but yeah. It does the same thing for cobblestone and cobblestone monster eggs, and all the different types of stone bricks and their monster egg variants. And then it executes at all players in survival mode. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. It affects all silverfish within a radius of 3. With poison 2 for 5, poison 3 because how commands work, for 5 seconds with high particles on, but it only does that if their score of fish life is at least 20. And it does the same thing with regeneration, but only if their score of fish life is at least 20. Then these do the same, replace with monster eggs, but for adventure mode. And then this does the same poison and regeneration except with adventure mode. And then here, it constantly adds 1 to the fish life score for all silverfish, and then sets their fish life score back to 1 if it gets to 21, which means that for the regeneration commands, they only affect the silverfish every second, because there are 20 ticks in a second. Now, if it executes at all players in survival mode to execute at all silverfish with a radius of 0 to fill the ground under them with monster egg replacing stone, with monster egg with cobblestone monster egg replacing cobblestone, with stone brick monster eggs that replace the different types of stone bricks, and also with the normal monster egg replacing dirt. So that works even on grass. It doesn't replace the grass, it just replaces the dirt underneath it. And then it executes at all players in survival mode to execute all silverfish within a radius of 0 to summon a creeper that is ignited, has a fuse of 0, is silent, and is also invisible, though the invisibility effect doesn't really work very well, because you can still see it for the second that it exists, or less than a second. And then it does the exact same thing for all players in adventure mode. Then it adds a fish chance. Then it does scoreboard players add. All Silverfish get 1 added to their fish chance score. And then once their fish chance score reaches 101, it's set back to 1. So it constantly cycles from 1 to 100. Then there are a bunch of entity data commands. This one is entity data all Silverfish. Entity data is all Silverfish to give them no equipment except for 1 piece of stone, which has a drop chance of 25%. So actually, yeah, 25% drop chance for the stone, not 10% like I said earlier. And then, if their score of fish chance is between 84 and 88, it gives them a 25% drop chance of stone, and also coal ore with the same 25% drop chance. If their score is between 36 and 39, it gives them stone with the 25% drop chance and iron ore with a 15% drop chance. If their score is between 16 and 18, it gives them stone with the 25% drop chance and also gold ore with a 10% drop chance. If their score is between 76 and 77, it gives them stone with a 25% drop chance and lapis ore with a 5% drop chance. And if their score is between 56 and 57, it gives them stone with a 25% drop chance and redstone ore with a 5% drop chance. And if their score is exactly 96, it gives them stone with a 25% drop chance and diamond ore with a 0.5% drop chance. So you're not going to get a lot of diamond ore from them, and they're very dangerous to fight, but it's an infinite source of diamond ore. So that's about it for this video, and until next time, stay crafty.